Today, in one of the networks, I see they're saying how not to have a child, similar to Lindsay Lohan. I'm not going to mention their criteria, I have my own. First of all, the two people who will become the parent of the child have to be what they would want the child to be. In other words, the child isn't going to stray far from what they have been. So that these young people who are getting together, should not have been using any drug, marijuana, cocaine, drinking, smoking, none of that. Have a good education, good temperament, mature, intelligent, and so on. And when you have a child, even during pregnancy, you will not use any drugs or anything like that. Eat good, rest, watch wholesome movies, have wholesome conversation, read wholesome books. And when the child is born, you avoid all the voodoo, no Halloween, none of that costume, playing the devil, whatever. Um, you will teach the child to respect elderly people, respect you, and love God. Um, you will encourage them to be good students and to excel to their level of ability. You don't want it to be a genius when they just have average sort of capacity. Furthermore, you don't want to show them that although you're a teacher or something, that you seem to have gotten a job because of some luck, you were at the right place at the right time. Show that you really qualified for this job. And when you go home at evenings, you're not going to plop in a chair and say, "Oh, I had a miserable day. I don't want to talk to nobody. Don't bother me. I'm tired. My brain is burnt out." No, I mean, you could have a good day, hard day on the job teaching. I mean, you go home at nights, you could still read a book or watch some intelligent movie or have some intelligent conversations. Stop running down, your exes. Stop, cussing minorities or any other race. Be respectful to people. The weak, at least. Somebody were to mash your shoe, you don't have to fly off the handle. You can just say, "Okay, don't worry about it. It's okay." And in other words, you have to start modeling for this child and have role models for this child that will be what you would want this child to be: a decent and moral and intelligent child. And so, if you do some of these things or most of these things, I'm sure that you will have a child that will be perfect, that will not have the obvious flaws. And if you had done drugs long ago, but it hadn't affected you to the extent where it could be passed on, you don't have to be telling the child, "Well, I used to smoke drugs, but I stopped," or "I used to screw with everybody I find." You don't have to tell them what you've done. You'll learn that those behaviors weren't right, and so you're going to teach a child what is right. They may end up doing just like what you did, but you can't be telling them what you did. See, you're putting your baggage on them. Tell them that they ought to live right. If they start seeing a period at 8, they don't have to start using birth control because they start having sex with everybody around. You need to encourage them to wait.